On today's episode of Identity, entrepreneur Tokogolo Phetla is in the Identity coffee shop. We take a short left to Hillbrow in Johannesburg for a musical encounter. What's Appening features the review of a math skills app and a book by a local author. And we wrap up the show with a track from Batuk and Nandi Ndlovu.
I am an individual with an imagination. My inner faith illuminates innovations. In a space with infinite inspiration, I was born free from all incarceration. Incredible, living infallibly, intelligent, outshine with my inner being. This is me, impeccable as ever been. I am you, you are me. This is my identity.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of your multi-faith youth show that aims to add a dash of spiritual swag to your week. This is Identity and I'm your host, Viwe Gxwala. Njengesiqhelo, inkqubo yanamhlanje igcwele emfinge ntetho zakunishiyana nomfutho nakhekile kwaye niphuhlisekile njengoba nizawuqala iveki ezayo. Ngokungamoshi ixesha, masingene ngqo ngokuniphakela ukutya komoya. Kokuqala, masidibane nondwendwe lwethu namhlanje. They say necessity is the mother of invention. For Tokogolo Phetla, this saying, coupled with an innate entrepreneurial spirit, rings true. Faced with the challenges of being financially disadvantaged, he set up his first business venture whilst in grade 10 as a means of earning an extra income. Although that business failed, it served as a launchpad for his next venture, which he undertook the following year. After matric, he went on to study at the University of Cape Town, where he co-founded a financial education business called Student Investor, which was later expanded into a media business called Money Tree Group. Today he runs Black Industrialists, a company that seeks to develop informal markets across Africa. He's also the founder of a media publishing house. Did I mention that he's only 21? When I heard that, I knew that having him join me for coffee and a chat had to happen. Tokogolo, welcome to Identity.
Thank you for having me.
Sure, so much achievements, but let's get straight to it. How was your upbringing and what was it like?
It was different, eh? So, unlike many other young people, I guess, I didn't grow up with my parents for most of high school. So, long story short, there are many factors that led to it. But basically, my mother got unemployed. So, I had to come up with means of saving and making money. So living with her was actually quite expensive, right? It was more expensive. So I decided to move in a windy house.
A windy house?
Like a windy house, like, you know,
yeah.
with zinc roof, yeah. Outside my grandmother's house.
Okay.
Yeah, so I lived there from about grade 9. And I used my dad's maintenance money. I sent some to my mother. I kept some for my transport. And yeah, that was how I basically lived in high school.
Sure, you were so disciplined. But let's speak about your spirituality. What role did it play when you were young? And what significance does it have in your life right now?
And I remember praying while I was young. I referred to God as my father, literally, right? So my father was my dad, but I still saw him as his own person. And I identified more with God than people that were physically around me. So it played a very huge role in grounding and guiding me.
And you have a degree in business science, and currently you're looking forward to completing a BCom economics. Is this where your entrepreneurial spirit comes from? And what's the end goal?
No, I don't think. No, it doesn't come from the studying at all. I think it comes from a realization of one's dreams. Okay, so many people have philosophies and dreams, you know, we all have a philosophy that life is like this is how I want to live my life, but very few of us follow through. Okay, so my philosophy is that I live to manifest and express my full potential. Okay, that's what I believe I live for. And everything I do is centered around that philosophy, right? And I've taken huge risks. I mean, halfway through my degree, I left UCT, did the business full time, transferred to VET to complete part time. So I took a lot of risks because I truly believe in that philosophy. My end game, I hope to one day be a billionaire, hopefully. I think I will though. And then I'll worry about world problems. Then I think I don't know what yet, but I think there's a lot of problems to be solved.
Okay.
In Africa especially, yeah.
So let's speak about Black Industrialists. That's such a catchy name.
Yes.
Why did you choose that name specifically? And tell us about the vision of the organization.
Well, so I started the publishing business, and it in my first year of varsity, and it kind of stabilized. So I wanted to focus on something more, something that will speak to owning means of production or really influencing Africa through business. And I did a bit of research, and I found out that informal markets represent a lot of trade in Africa. So about 60% of our trade happens informally, right, through informal markets, and even in South Africa, right? So, people don't know, for example, one case, hawkers in Tshwane buy 1.65 million rand a day of vegetables, right, from the Tshwane market. That's 400 million rand a year. But no one has really exploited that opportunity to also transform hawkers into small businesses, right, instead of them being hawkers. So I started researching that a lot, right? So I did due diligence, and that was last year. Me and my business partners and investors, we knew that the Black Industrialist program would be called Black Industrialists, right? I think we need to take the bottom of the pyramid, what they call the bottom of the pyramid, which is where all the consumer buying power is, and somehow translate that into realizing true economic value. And that's what we seek to do.
All right. And let's talk about Commodore Media, which is also an extension of the passion you have for nation building. Can you tell us about that? What services does it provide?
Okay. So I'll tell you what we do, and then I'll tell you about the vision. So mainly we do publishing. So that's our main thing. We publish, and we recently now roll out Wi-Fi.
All right.
So publishing, we have about 3 publications now, one for students and college students. Another one is for taxi owners. So it's called Taxi Ndaba.
Okay.
And the biggest one we're recently doing is called Sisonke. And that's a publication we distribute inside taxis, right? So we do 2.25 million copies every month. It goes into 65 major taxi ranks in the country.
Wow.
And that also speaks to informal markets. I assume, taxi, 19 million people use taxis every day, but no one has ever thought
or tapped into that market.
People have launched in-flight magazines, right? But bottom of the pyramid, everywhere you go in South Africa, there's a taxi. No one has ever thought, let me actually empower this market. So that philosophy is kind of constant in all my businesses of empowering and developing informal markets.
Tokogolo, what inspires you? To whom or what do you attribute your success to? Because you're so fired up and you have a positive outlook and vision with regards to life in general. But who inspires Tokogolo?
Who inspires me? It's mostly people that are not alive, eh? So right now, people that are alive, I work with them, but I wouldn't say they're my main source of inspiration. People I really look up to. So in terms of industrialization, I look a lot up to people that started industry in the world. So like Andrew Carnegie, Cornelius Vanderbilt, they really built industry. Those are the men that built industry. Even to take it home, Johannes Vanderbilt, who actually, he started Eskom, right? So Eskom was once a private company started by a man, and now it's the main supply of energy in this country. So those people really inspire me. I think they were pioneers in building what we call life today.
Okay, and let's get into our word game. So here on Identity, we have a game called Choose My Ketela, and you need to choose one answer as quickly as possible. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
How does this game go though?
So you need to choose one word. So I'll give you 2 options. And you choose one option.
One of them.
Only one of them. Okay. As quickly as possible.
Okay.
All right. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cell phone or laptop?
Laptop.
Cape Town or Johannesburg?
Johannesburg.
Swim in a lake or bungee jump off a waterfall?
Bungee jump off waterfall.
Okay. Iskopo or Amasonja?
Iskopo.
Chiskop or German cat?
Chiskop.
Black Industrialist or Commodore Media?
Wow. Black Industrialists.
Okay, thank you so much, Tokogolo, for joining us and keep inspiring the youth.
Thank you for having me.
With people like Tokogolo Phetla leading the way, I can only foresee a bright future for our country and the continent as a whole. Emva kwentengiso sijonga ibali lanamhlanje eza kungikhuthaza ukuba ningene kule veki nomfutho. Kwaye ningaphoswa sisiqembu sethu se-media review esibonisa i-app yezibalo nencwadi kaHlumelo Nyaluza. Siyabuya ngoku.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Welcome back to Identity, the nation's favorite multi-faith youth show on the nation's favorite channel, SABC 1 Mzansians. I'm Viwe Gxwala. Thank you for staying with us. Lixesha ngoku lokubona ibali lanamhlanje. Sifumane umyalezo ku-Instagram ovela kuHlumelo Nyaluza. Umbukeli oyithanda kakhulu i-Identity osuthumele elibali lakhanayo. Ubhale wathi: Hi Identity team, my name is Hlumelo Nyaluza, a film student at the University of Johannesburg. I've been watching your show for a while, and when I came across the Hillbrow Marimba band, I knew you guys would be as interested in finding out more about them as I was. So I'd like your team to join me as I hang out with the members of this dynamic group and learn more about their craft and what inspires them. I hope to see you guys in Hillbrow soon. Regards, Hlumelo. Well, Hlumelo was right. This seemed like a story that's just up our alley. So we took a short left to Hillbrow in the heart of the Johannesburg city centre to find out more. Take a look at what our team captured.
This is my identity.
Good day, Identity viewers. I'm your guest presenter, Hlumelo Nyaluza, out at the Hillbrow Recreation Center. Now today I'll be learning about the real art of the soothing sounds of Marimba band. Sit back, relax, and come with me. Now I'm standing with the founder of the Royal Foundation Vibrations, Themba Moyo. Please tell us about how the Royal Vibrations Marimba band began.
It was 2008. At first I just wanted to teach. But after that, I saw that here in Hillbrow, most of the times, most people with special youth, they don't have things that they do in terms of work, and they don't have something that they can generate money with. So I said, okay, how about if I start the whole foundation and just recruit some kids from the street, some kids from around Joburg, and see if I can teach them. Maybe after some time, I start a band that they can earn something out of it. Then that's how I started the band.
When did you discover your passion of working with children?
I think it was when I started playing marimbas, because I used to have that thing when if I'm going past schools, when I hear marimbas banging, I'll be like, let me just go there and watch and see what's happening. So when I got there, before I know it, I'll start teaching. They'll give me a platform, I'll start teaching.
You know, we're going on about marimba. Now, for someone who doesn't understand or know what marimba is, how would you explain it to them?
It's an African melodic instrument that is made out of wood and some PVC pipes. So the PVC pipes, we use them for resonating the sound, to make the sound a bit more. Then the wood, we buy a special type of wood called mukwa. We've got teak, we've got mukwa, we've got saligna.
Now with the marimba, now that you've explained it, yes, how do you then create melodies from it?
The creation of melody, it comes natural. It's natural. It's more spiritual, if I can say, yeah. Because sometimes most of our melodies that we create them according to the surrounding.
Standing next to me is one of the pioneers of the Royal Vibrations members. Thembile, what do you find so amazing about the group?
Well, one thing that's so amazing is we create different things. We're using our own different identities as a people with the instruments and with the music that we listen to.
And then any advice for other youths out there that are watching you guys taking trophies? What would you say to them?
I would first of all say to the parents, support your children to go and learn something new, to go and enjoy whatever they love most. And to the young people, young South Africans, what I'll just say is do what you love.
Now I'm standing next to Polite, one of the marimba players, and he says he's a dancer. Polite, I want to know from you, why did you join this initiative?
Oh, I joined this initiative to follow my dream to be an artist, of which the group offers more than art and life.
And what's your hope for the group? Where do you see yourselves in the next, let's give you 5 years?
Oh, my hopes for the group were to take this internationally, because we have dominated the local market. We would like to take it international: Europe, America, South America, Australia, West Indies, everywhere in the world.
Standing with me now is Tato, one of the dancers for the group. Tato, why did you join this initiative?
Basically, I'm passionate about music. I love dancing, I love singing.
So what do you do in the group, Tato?
Basically, I'm the lead vocalist, and I do dances as well, and I also play marimba.
And what do you enjoy about the group?
I love how we interact with each other and how we work with each other. Individually, I love the well-being. I love how they work with others.
Standing next to me is one of the lead players, Ungobile. Why did you join this initiative?
Firstly, music has been my passion since from a tender age. And also with me hearing about the band, I came here and I found my age mates, and it was a vibrant thingy, so I was interested. So that's how I joined.
And what do you enjoy about the group?
What I love about the band is that the band is versatile in terms of the style of playing and also the type of music.
What are your hopes for the marimba group?
The hopes for the marimba band is to basically represent South Africa on the biggest stage in Africa, and also internationally to represent us Africans with our diverse kind of music.
What an enlightening experience I had with the Royal Vibrations, learning how they maintain and sustain our musical sound. I hope you were inspired as much as I was by the amazing work that they do. I'd like to thank the Identity team for coming out and experiencing this musical experience. Now it's back to V in the Identity Coffee Shop.
It's always a pleasure to see Mzansi's youth using their talents to uplift each other and those around them. We commend that group of young people for coming together for a greater artistic good, and we hope to see them representing our country on some of the world's biggest stages soon. If you also have a story that you'd like the Identity team to cover, let us know by sending a detailed email to identitytvshow@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us by searching for Identity TV Show on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. Lixesha lokuyezvenkileni. Xa sibuya singena ngokwisikendo sethu se-Appening. Namhlanje isijonge i-app eza kunceda niphuhlise izinga lenu lezibalo kwaye nencwadi eza kunakha uba nigqame. Siyabuya ngoku.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Welcome back. You're tuned into Identity right here on SABC 1 Mzansi for Show with me, Viwe Gxwala. Here's a quick recap of the show so far. Founder of Black Industrialists Limited, Tokogolo Phetla, popped by to share his passion for entrepreneurship with us. We then took a short left to Hillbrow in Johannesburg for a musical experience with the Hillbrow Marimba band. Now it's time to take a look at today's media reviews. This is What's Appening. Exam season is almost upon us, and there's no time like the present to sharpen your math skills and prepare to ace any test. Today we're reviewing an app that will come in handy at this time. It's called Train Your Brain Maths Review. The Train Your Brain Maths Review Lite app is a mathematics revision app created to assist learners with exam preparation. The landing page showcases the 6 categories offered by the app, namely number facts, using numbers, data handling, shapes, units and measurements, and a mock test option.
Select a category of your choice, choose a test option, and then read through some quick revision notes by selecting the menu option at the top right-hand corner of the screen. Once you're confident enough, select the Begin the Test option and answer the 10 challenging questions offered. The app allows the user to skip a question, return to a previous question, and gives access to the revision notes option. Once you've completed the test, the app then gives you your results by listing the total questions, the number of correct answers, the number of incorrect answers, as well as the number of skipped questions. Ready to test your overall mathematical knowledge? Then select the Mock Test option and begin the 50-question test. Improve your math skills and get ready for exam season with the help of the Train Your Brain Maths Review app.
Now on to our next review. It's a book that aims to help readers embrace their individuality and propel themselves from ordinary to extraordinary. It's called Navigate Humans, Be Against Normality by local author Hlumelo Nyaluza.
Navigate Humans, Be Against Normality is a book based on the author's journey through the different life experiences that have shaped the person he is today. He describes his human navigation philosophy as a means of helping driven individuals to rise to world leader levels in their respective fields. In his book, the author touches on topics such as change, use the power of thought, maintain happiness, and a bonus chapter that talks about the journey into entrepreneurship. Interestingly, the book is meant to be read from the back to the front. Throughout the book, the author makes use of real-life situations, problems and solutions that the reader can relate to and apply. Each chapter ends with a summary that can also work as a go-to guide on any given day. From a 7-day habit tracker to embracing one's uniqueness and being creative, the book is sure to challenge one's mindset and encourage a new way of thinking. If you're looking for tools to help you reshape your life, then get yourself a copy of Navigate Humans, Be Against Normality by Hlumelo Nyaluza.
Tomorrow marks World Retina Day, a day set aside to help raise awareness about retinitis pigmentosa, a group of inherited retinal diseases that cause visual degeneration and visual loss. It's also set aside to highlight the importance of finding cures to the various diseases, as well as to encourage the general public to learn more about the struggles faced by those living with retinitis pigmentosa. That brings us to the end of today's episode of Identity. Remember, getting in touch with us is simple. We're literally just a click away. All you need to do is send an email to identitytvshow@gmail.com. You can also hook up with us on the social media scene. Search for Identity TV Show on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, like or follow us, and just like that, we'll be connected. Batuk and Nandi Ndlovu basivalela inkqubo namhlanje ngengoma ebizwa Vida. Masidibane kwakhona ngeveki elandelayo ngentsimbi ye-11 khonapha ku-SABC 1 Mzansians Show. Kum Viwe Gxwala neqela le-Identity, salani kakuhle, uThixo anisikelele.